Good morning, everyone. Today I was meant to post a video about our new topic, which is meant to be demand and supply, but I want to just do a trade recap based on the strategies we have practiced, which is the support and resistance, and how it can be impacted in the market. I'm not going to dive deep into it, but I'm going to show you how it works in the market and how you can mark it and get good entries and also buy and sell setups. Like you can see, last week we traded BTC USDT, and on the 1 hour time frame with our trend line, we can break that down. So as a trader, you should know how to mark out your trade for multiple time frames, then get your entry from a lower time frame. As you can see on my screen, this is the daily time frame. As you can see up here, you see D. D represents daily 1 day time frame, that's daily time frame. The W represents weekly time frame. So after mapping out the trend line to know the trend of the market, knowing the trend of the market is like knowing if the market is in uptrend or is in a downtrend. So what did I observe here? Let me zoom it in. I observe that this market is buying, because if I say I should start marking out structures, just like I taught you, you will see a break of structure to the downside here, and after that a push up which broke a structure to the upside. Then after that, other break of structure to the upside before another one happened here to the downside. Then, but overall trend is bullish. Before you can see this this rejection, this is a weak. It just came down here to sweep liquidity. That's what it came down here to do. So what did I notice here? After it swept out liquidity, I knew that this place is safe, because market has swept out early buyers from the market. So now for this to have a push up, you are going to see possibility to buy here, because it has swept out liquidity. Is it going to be a possibility that market is going to buy from here? If you trace it back to this point, this is a zone. This is a zone. So market tapped into the FVG. I've not thought that, but I'm not explaining this to see how my trade went last week. So for traders, people that are not newbies, you are going to understand what FVG means, fair value gap. And I think I've also mentioned it to you guys from my previous videos. Fair value gap means FVG. I explained BOS, that which is break of structure, and or market structure shifts. So market taps into the FVG, and this is a strong FVG because it's coming from a daily time frame, so you have to respect that. And after market tapping into the FVG, what happened? Price reversed back up, showing that okay, this is a strong zone. So definitely what I was looking for was that if price should keep doing break of structures to the upside, showing an uptrend, I'm going to find opportunity to buy. But if price breaks below this trend and below this trend line and reverses back, hits the trend line and go down, I'm going to sell. But what happened? Luckily, I caught a buy and I also caught a sell. So we wrapped up last week and this week with a profit of almost going to $35 using 0.01 lot size. So imagine if we were using bigger lots, it was just 0.01, and see the amount of profit we are making. So imagine using 0.05, you know how much you'll be making with this kind of trade. So it's all for practice, still practicing and putting in my very best to know that okay, I understand trading psychology and the rest of it. So let's switch down to a lower time frame, which is the 4 hour time frame. So what did I observe there after this sweep? Let me mark out this sweep, this rejection. Let me just call it a rejection. After this rejection, what happened? When market reversed back up, it broke a structure to the upside. It came back, broke a structure to the downside. Then we started seeing break of structures to the upside. So what did I do? I observed this. I mark out the zone that was causing that break of structure, and this was a very strong zone. When price tapped into it, it breaks structure. When price taps into it, it breaks structure. So I waited for it. Then I noticed after that break of structure, I'll switch back to a lower time frame, which like 1 hour time frame, to see what is happening inside this zone. I hope you are all following. To see what is inside this zone. So switching down to a 1 hour time frame. Let's see what we observe. Our attention should be inside this zone. We saw a big of structure to the downside. If this market should break below here, I'll be looking for a sell. But I don't know that the market is still within this zone and is showing uptrend. I should be looking for a buy. My plan was to buy from this place, like when market came back here, to buy to this breakout here. But I saw a rejection here. And the worst part of it is that I caught the buy inside the rejection zone. And it still gave me a very perfect and sweet TP. So seeing this market broke short to the downside, I can see on my screen. I don't know, it's not that small. I can see on my screen. Please always slant your phone so you can get the full view of this. Just focus on this circle. That's why I circled it, so you can picture your main focus on that. So market switched to the downside. After that, it's pushed back up, showing a break of short to the upside. So what happened again? If we zoom this in, you might still see another break of structure if you switch to a lower time frame. So, but still using the 1 hour time frame, that's what market did. Market broke short to the downside again and broke short to the upside. That was where I caught my entry. Let's go to a lower time frame, because I catch most of my entry on a lower time frame to get smaller. How will I put it? To make my risk smaller. Because if it's on a 1 hour time frame, my stop loss wouldn't be here. Let me change the color of this, or let me remove this circle. Sorry. Let me remove this circle so it's what I'm talking about. If I was to buy on a 1 hour time frame after this reversal and this break, my stop loss should be somewhere around here, because I want to put it on the next zone. And that's giving me only 1:1. So I'm just getting back what I risk. Understand? But when you go back to a lower time frame, you will know where the previous low is to place your stop loss. So let's go to 30 minutes time frame. I want us to do it time frame by time frame so we can understand very well. So after I broke to the downside, like I said, if you come here again, we are going to see another break of structure, which is this. So market broke structure here, it came here to break on that structure. After breaking that structure, it reversed. So what did I do? I waited patiently for a break within this side. Let's go back to a lower time frame again, 15 minutes. You have to learn how to switch to a lower time frame after analyzing from a bigger time frame. It's something you need to learn. It will take you very long to learn it. Some people are fast, some people are slow learners, but as for me, it took me long. How would I say it? It took so long for me to learn how to switch from higher time frame to a lower time frame. When you know how to do that, you have conquered a certain part in trading. It will be very confusing because you don't know how to mark things out. So, as you can observe here, what do you see? A break of structure to this place. And there's an overall break of structure here. Even if it's showing kind of weak rejection and stuff. That was why the market was failing at this point. But when I saw the break of structure here at this 15-minute time frame, but I'm thinking I still scale down to the 5-minute time frame. I want this to be very simplified because it is something I want all of us to see and follow, that this is what we have been teaching in the class, and see how it's playing in the market. So it don't look new. So what happened after this break? I saw this particular break here. This was the break I saw. This break of structure here that triggered me to buy. this one here, this one here. I observe this one too. So when you say break of structure to the upside, it means that market is trying to move. Market wants to, buyers are stepping in. They want to dominate the market. So I saw the first one. I was like, okay, let me see chill. Let me see the second one. After I see the second one and you see market reverse, even without a reversal, as long as you have seen the break and you have timed yourself from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, you are still getting the same results. Boom, you have to take that trade. So I took this trade. This 5-minute time frame is noisy. So let me go to a 15-minute time frame so you can get the full thing of what I'm saying. I took this trade. So what happened? The price reversed. Even if I entered from around this point, price reversed, but still went up. To reverse again, but still went up. So as you can see, this stop loss. What did I do about the stop loss? I put it in the recent low that led to that break, in the recent low, and I gave it space. Like I always say, give your trade breathing space. I gave it space. So what happened? Price pushed up, came back here to test this zone again, pushed up. I was tracking my trade, making sure, okay, after the break to the down, if I see like 2 breaks to the down, I'm going out. If I'm seeing too much break or structure to the downside and I'm seeing reversal candles, like looking at the candles, if I'm seeing shooting stars or bearish engulfing, all those kind of candles, I know that these trades, sellers are stepping in. You have to be very observant on your trade. Don't just enter a trade and go and sleep. I'm not saying you should be checking your trade every minute, but at least in an hour or two, monitor your trade. Because no one owns the market. We are all retail traders. So what happened? The market pushed to the upside. I was like, should I close it here? I said no. Since I've set my TP, let's market right to my TP. But I can adjust my SL so that I can stay locked in profit. So what the market did, the market built the structure, pushed to the upside again, reversed. I waited till the trade hit my full TP, which made me about $14 here. So what happened after that hitting my TP? Because I saw this point as a resistance point. That's why I placed the TP there. Because I don't want issue whereby I'm expecting more than what the market can give me. The market is there. What did you see? A mad reversal. You see? A mad reversal. And this was my trend line on the 15-minute time frame, showing that the market is progressing and buying up. See my SL. I had to shift it to this to match this trend line. So what the market reversed and pushed up back. You can see this trend line became a resistance. It pushed to the trend line and sold. So after that was on Saturday. That was when the markets closed. The first market closed on Friday by 10. So that was when I scout for this BTC USDT. So after that, what happened? I waited till Sunday. I guess that should be Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday that's yesterday. But I've been watching the trade since Sunday. You see this resistance over here? It's from a daily time frame. Let's go back to the daily time frame. This resistance was from a daily time frame. I told myself that anything that makes this resistance gets broken, market is going to dump. I was not looking at, are you sure market is going to go below, BTC is going to go below 100K? Or like, it is possible. Because for it to break this strong resistance, this strong support, for it to break this strong support and it goes to the downside, definitely market is going to sell. Market is going to sell. Because this is the support here. But when this support that is here turns to a resistance, when it gets broken and retests and goes down to start making break or to the downside, just know that this is a reversal. Market is going to sell massively. This one candle here made me $20. This one candle here, and because that was because I was using 0.01 lot size. Only this single candle here. You might be wondering how. Let's go to the lower time frame. This single candle here is over, will I say, is over 20 to 30 candles or more than that, because when looking at it closely, you might just see that it's just one candle. So let's go to a lower time frame and observe it very well. So I said after that break, so I saw a break here. Due to I was too eager to step into the market, I tried to buy around here. But the market stopped me out. All my analysis was going to a sell, but due to lack of patience, I want to trade all those kind of stuff, and I lost $3 as my stop loss, $3 as my stop loss. I'm still going to show you a chart list of my trade. So it's not going to be as if I'm analyzing and not showing you proof. I'll show you a chart list of my trade, how the $14 was made, how the $20 was made, and other profits we made from last week trade, and the one we closed to the next week, which was on Monday. So after this break, I waited for a V-test. So after seeing the V-test, let's go to the lower time frame. After this break, I saw market struggling here. So it broke a structure here. Then I wait for price to retest back to the supply zone, which is around here. But also a lot of times I go to see the supply zone, which is around here. As you can see, it is around here. We still go to lower time frame, we get it clear. So we waited for this first break. After I saw the first break, I wanted to confirm that yes, I've been fully reversed. Because this is still a shift. I've not seen the break of structure. After seeing this break of structure, wait for reversal to this point. Therefore, reversal to this point, marking it out, but making sure that my stop loss aligns with where that break is. Because I know price might shift, price might even hit my SL, but I'll still look for a place to re-enter, because I'm sure that this market is going to sell. And I cannot say I'm 100% sure, but due to my trading experience and my trading strategy, I know that okay, after this break from a higher time frame, market is going to sell. So what did market do? Market sold from this point after this break of structure and reversing. After this break here and reversing into my zone, market sold down here, making other break of structures. So this trade here, I risked about let's say, I can't remember, but it's not up to $7 or $6 to get $20. Because this, as you can see, this trade now is times 3. The ratio, the risk to reward is 3. 3:1. 3 my risk. So I got triple of what I risk. So that's what the trading summary of this BTC. So I don't enter trades on my laptop. I enter trades on my phone, but I analyze with the laptop. So there are still other trades we took from last week, like this USD JPY. As you can see, after this, there was a break here. So it was pumping. There was a break after the reversal. It was pumping. You can see this USD card. This is my TP1. I closed this trade here. So it was meant to give me about $6, but I closed this trade here at my TP1 because I was seeing a strong resistance around here. Same as USD card. You know, sometimes when you make enough money, you don't need to wait for your trade to get to TP. You just exit your trade. So you don't need to make sure that okay, my trade gets to where it's going to before I exit. Once you make you the money you want, even if you know the analysis will get to TP, if you can wait, you wait. if you are seeing possibilities that this market is trying to reverse, stay locked in profit. That's the main thing. Secure your capital. So this USD card also got to TP and it's still pumping, if you can see. So that's the trade recap of last week and BTC, USD, JPY, and if assuming we were privileged to have time, I would have done more. But we still have a class to do, which is on demand and supply. So let's just use this trade inspo that I dropped to just get motivated, even if I know I would say I'm also being motivated by my own trades, because break of structures, there's some things that you see in the market you cannot avoid. Trend line, break of structures, you can't avoid those things. They make up the market. You will see them every day. If I mark out break of structures here, you will see that this market is bullish. I mark it out here, but I can't just start marking out break of structures from this point. I have to analyze from a daily time frame to know what the market entails from back 5 days ago, 1 week ago, things like that, if you're understanding me. So I'll drop this video right now, and after this I'm going to be dropping our video on demand and supply, which is our main video. This is just a review from the previous things I have taught and I used in trading. That's what I'm showing you, so you know that okay, I'm not just teaching and not showing you what I am doing. Nobody is perfect. We also make losses. So thanks for watching, and I know this helps in a positive way to inspire you and grow your trading journey. Thank you.